everyone, Melissa here, and welcome to Cooking and Wine for Lovers Experience number 14. This is our Cheeseburgers in Paradise, margaritas, and a salute to Jimmy Buffett.
Okay everyone, it's Kurt here. Welcome to our Margaritaville Tiki Bar, and we are doing Cheeseburgers in Paradise tonight. And cheeseburgers aren't exactly rocket science, but we're going to show you how to make some really awesome cheeseburgers. And we're doing a salute to Jimmy Buffett. I've always a fan for many years, and he always was the feel-good guy and somebody that we followed around for a lot. We're wearing our Jimmy Buffett clothes tonight. We'll show you that in just a second. And Jimmy always said to see the positive in life, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to have a lot of fun tonight doing cheeseburgers, margaritas, and some French fried potatoes. All right, so we have our best Buffett gear on tonight. I have the shirt on that I wore to several Jimmy shows, as well as the groundbreaking for the brand new Margaritaville Resort here in Fort Myers Beach. And I should also mention that I know this is Cooking and Wine for Lovers, but since we are celebrating Jimmy and saluting him tonight it's Cooking and Margaritas for Lovers.
Absolutely.
And so, honey, you look awesome as always. Tell us about that one.
Well, I did buy this dress in Key West. How fitting.
Of course.
to celebrate a Jimmy Buffett concert. So I feel very parrot head-ish, and I just love it.
We actually landed in Key West last week. Unfortunately, the day Jimmy passed, which was kind of a weird coincidence, but it was cool to be connected to that and celebrate his life with everyone there.
In Key West, absolutely.
In Key West. It was very cool. And we have a travel video coming out pretty soon all about Key West. It's pretty neat. All right, now we're going to make margaritas and eat cheeseburgers. So here we are at the Margaritaville Tiki Bar, and we have the prettiest bartender there is. Melissa made one really cool margarita for us, and now she's going to show you how to make another. So I made my own sweet and sour sauce because I don't like it as sweet as some, but you can buy lots of different mixes in the store, and it's 2 ounces of the sweet and sour, and then 2 ounces of course, Margaritaville tequila. Pour that in there.
Yay.
And then this is a simple recipe. Then it's just 1 ounce of triple sec. And we like this parsley and sage. It's a really good one. Pour it in. And there's some ice in the container that we put in there beforehand. This is going to shake it up. Kind of reminds her of making martinis. Makes her happy. And then simple as that. Pour it into a nice margarita glass. Garnish it with a lime, and just like that,
voila.
You have homemade margaritas. And now, I can't wait to try them. All right, it's Margaritaville time, with margaritas, of course.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's yummy. Thank you, Jimmy, for the great tequila mix. And thank you for the great music for over the years. And while you guys are doing this, please have Jimmy playing in the background.
Yes.
We can't do that for copyright reasons, of course. But whenever the camera stops and we're doing prep work, we have Jimmy playing.
Always.
So Jimmy, thanks.
Sail on, Jimmy.
Sail on. Bubbles up.
Delicious.
Perfect.
So, sweetheart, tell us what goes into Kurt's Cheeseburgers in Paradise.
All right, cool. So we are going to make some cheeseburgers in paradise. And Jimmy always said that Margaritaville is wherever you want it to be. So I figure that applies to cheeseburgers as well. So ours are really yummy. And we're going to start with a pound of Kobe beef. We have some onion soup mix. We have some garlic powder. We have some Montreal steak seasoning. We have half of a Spanish onion. We have some potatoes, because we're going to make some homemade French fried potatoes. Of course, hamburger buns, and we'll have some condiments later when we put the cheeseburgers together. And we'll show you how to make these because they're really yummy. So one of the things that makes our Cheeseburgers in Paradise really good is we do these port onions. And we're going to start by putting just a little bit of olive oil in a saute pan. And I diced up the half of a Spanish onion. We're going to put that in the saute pan. And as you've seen in previous videos, we're going to let these kind of cook up till they're a little bit caramelized. And what's going to make these so good is I put in a 15-year-old port wine from a vineyard we really like in California called Visa Tui. So we're kind of tying in the cooking and wine on this episode, even though we're having margaritas. But as soon as these onions get kind of cooked up, I'll show you how we put the port in and make for something really good to go on top of the cheeseburgers. Look how absolutely beautiful these onions look. They are nice and brown and caramelized. What we're going to do now is we're going to pour a little bit of this port wine in, maybe about 1/4 of a cup. That's pretty good, about like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just let the port wine cook into them, boil off till it's about half what it is now, and then the onions will absorb all that flavor in the wine and make it taste really yummy. So as soon as they're done, we're going to go on to the next thing. So now we are going to make the absolute best cheeseburgers in paradise you've ever had. We have our Kobe beef that I put into a bowl here. I have 1 package of the Lipton onion soup mix, and we only need about 1/2 of this. If you use a whole pack, it kind of overpowers things. So kind of shake out about 1/2 a packet, and then real simply, we're going to use some garlic powder. We're going to do 1.5 teaspoons. And then we're going to do 1.5 teaspoons of Montreal steak seasoning. And this makes for some of the best burgers you'll ever have along with the other stuff. And then this is the messy part, but it's kind of fun. We're going to mix it all up with our hands until it's nice and combined with all the soup mix and the spices. Homemade burgers are always the best. I know you can buy them in the store already pre-made, but these are about 1,000 times better. And then Melissa and I like almost slider kind of burgers. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and make about 4 of them out of here. Let's roll it into a ball, and then roll it into a little patty. Put it on a plate for the grill. I'm going to do 3 more of those, and then we're going to make our potatoes, and then we're going to start cooking because I am getting hungry. How about you, babe?
Very hungry.
I think we might need another margarita too.
We could use one.
It is
Yes.
Margaritaville night.
Yes, I'm the bartender. I will make us one.
All right, so I'm going to do 2 more of those, and we're going to make French fries. Now we're going to make homemade French fried potatoes, which are just awesome. I found this machine on Amazon, which is just the coolest thing. It's a French fry maker. You put the potato in there. You don't have to peel it or anything. Just push it down, and look at that. You have homemade French fried potatoes, which we're going to in our air fryer to be a little bit more healthy. Pretty simple. We got a whole bunch of these. You can make as many as you want, but we're going to put them down here, push them through, and just like that, you have French fries. Just about the coolest thing ever. And then we're going to show you what we need to do next and get them in the air fryer. And then we're going to start grilling our burgers. So we're working on these homemade French fries, and what we found is the real key to this is after you cut them with the machine, and you can cut them with a knife too if you don't have the fancy machine, make sure they're really dry. Get some paper towels, dry them off really good, and then get yourself a little squirter that's filled with olive oil, and we're just going to squirt these potatoes really good with olive oil. And that's the key to making really good air fryer French fried potatoes. You can of course deep fry them if you want, a little more fattening. They are yummy, but these are pretty close and for a lot less calories. So as soon as you got them nice and covered with oil, we're going to put them in our air fryer. And there's lots of different air fryers out there. We're going to switch ours as we cook them, but it's pretty simple. Turn it on, and you press the French fry button. All right, so we are at our outside tiki bar at our grill. This is our little paradise. Melissa made us some more margaritas. Going to make sure it's okay. Man, those are good. So now what we're going to do is, this is the easy part. We're going to take these Kobe beef cheeseburgers in paradise. We're going to get them on the grill. And we're simply going to cook them to how you like them. Everybody's a little bit different. Cook them medium, medium rare, medium well, however you like them. And when we get ready to put the cheese on, I'll show you a really cool trick that we learned from the Food Network. So our burgers are just about done. So we're going to add some cheese. Now I'm with Jimmy. I like Munster, but my lovely wife likes pepper jack. So we're going to do a piece of pepper jack for her. We're going to do some Munster for me. On 2 of them, we'll leave 1 plain for a leftover. And then the cool thing we learned on Food Network is you take this little, I don't even know what they call this thing, it's like a cover thing. You put that over the burgers, and that helps the cheese melt perfectly. So we're going to have those burgers, get them all ready together. Our French fried potatoes are almost done, and then we're going to have dinner.
It is an absolutely beautiful evening. The sun is starting to set. The water is nice and refreshing looking. Just another beautiful evening in Southwest Florida.
So, sweetheart, another really fun night.
We had a lot of fun tonight.
We were doing Cooking and Margaritas for lovers
We were,
tonight.
in honor of Jimmy.
And celebrating Jimmy and wearing our parrot head stuff
Yep.
and making cheeseburgers and French fried potatoes. So anyway, you have what looks like an unbelievable cheeseburger in paradise there. What's on yours?
So I like mine with ketchup, pickle, lettuce, and tomato.
All right, and I like mine with pork, onions, lettuce, ketchup, mustard, and relish. And so I really believe that Jimmy thought all along that you could make your burger the way you like it. And of course, there's nothing wrong with a big, good margarita.
Cheers, honey.
Cheers. So much fun. Guys, have fun when you do these kind of things. Get dressed up. Enjoy your life. Find your paradise. Jimmy, we love you. We miss you. Your music will live forever. But we can't wait to keep listening. And we have had Sirius XM Margaritaville on for what?
2 weeks now.
2 weeks straight. Anyway, thanks for coming along, guys. We'll see you next time.
Till
Cheers.
next time. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.